So this is about your teamwork, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's why, okay, we said that someone do this, someone does this, someone does that.
Okay. Hello, we are group 3 and we are 3 Adidas group. And this is our topic. We choose Adidas as our service and brand. And this is our outline. We will talk about background information and motivation first, and then we will move on to the analysis part, and finally is our perspective. I'm responsible for the motivation first. The reason why we work on this topic is because Adidas is a well-known brand for sports series, and it sells a variety of sports gear like clothing, sports shoes, and like underwear and so on. And the other reasons that we work on Adidas instead of Nike is because it's equivalent relationship between employees and employers. It gives designers more spaces and treat them well compared with Nike. And the other is because Nike is the biggest sport kingdom in the world, so it starts to slow down the pace of innovation, and it focuses on production line, while Adidas focuses on innovation. So we think it has more room for us to delve into it in the next slide. And that is the background information. Do you know how many logos does Adidas have? I think most of you may not know. In fact, Adidas have 3 logos. The first one is the traditional sports series. It is like this. It is a clover-like logo, and the burning flower is symbolized spirit of the Olympic movement. You have to be higher and faster, and its original meaning is the 3 continental presses connection. And the last slide. The second logo is the 3-stripe shape, and it symbolizes sport performance. And it is invented in 1949, designed by Adolf Dassler, who is the founder of Adidas. And its meaning is mountains. You have to accept challenge and to achieve the goals in the future. So you can see it. You can mostly see this logo on the sports shoes. And the third logo is the sport fashion series. You can see its image is a circle with 3 stripes, and it cooperates with Japanese designer. The meaning of it is to pursue of being on the cutting edge of fashion. So you can see it is mostly used on luxurious products. And Cindy will further explain its logo meaning afterwards. And I will talk about the company invention story. The founder of Adidas is Adolf Dassler, and in fact, his profession is a shoemaker and amateur athlete. And his dream is always want to design and produce the most suitable shoes for the athletes. And he worked on his brother, Ludi. They operate the company together. However, they have fight over his brother's wife, so they finally separated. So Adolf Dassler, he used his nickname and the first 3 letters of his family name to register Adidas in the local court. However, the bad marketing strategies and family dispute caused the company go down the hill. So they suffer from failures too. Then you may ask, how does the company become prosperous afterwards? It is because his first son, Horst, he invented the pyramid-type promotion model, and it connects with athletes, sports team, and other sport events. Then it becomes more famous. And it is this product that Horst invented is called Stan Smith, and it introduced to the market, and Adidas become quite prosperous afterwards. And let's go on Cindy to further analyze.
Okay, now I will introduce the Adidas logo. First, in 1971, the trophy was born. Out of more than 100 ideas, inspired by the 3 stripes, and it symbolized the diversity of the Adidas brand. And first used on the Adidas products in 1972. So today, it plays the important role of representing the Adidas Sports Heritage Division. And next, in 1997, Adidas decided to introduce an integrated corporate design, choosing as the core element a new and yet familiar logo, 3 bars. It's shaped like a mountain, so it indicates the change to be faced and the goals to be achieved. And last is Sport Style. It was designed in 2005 and used on Y3. Y3 is a popular brand that cooperated with Japan designer who is Yuji Yamamoto. And Y3 includes men and women's sport shoes, clothing, and accessories. It's the future of the sportwear. In addition, this logo means simple, confidence, and leadership. And then I will introduce the Adidas slogan. Its slogan is Adidas All In. It assimilated into mainstream culture like dance and pop music. And also, it added the elements about people's daily life. More important, it's full of the participation in the dedication. And next is Adidas organization. First, Casper is Adidas CEO, and his work is to make a decision on all major matters and personnel appointments. Besides, CEOs needs to create the corporate culture that encourages employees to serve the company. And next is Martin. Martin is Adidas COO. He is responsible for global operations. And in short, his work is that organize the information and some of the issues for CEO. And last is Herb. He is the Adidas CFO. And his work is that control the company's budget and give financial statements for CEO and other supervisors.
And next is a commercial films. The name of the films is Creativity is the Answer. It is for the FIFA World Cup in 2018 in Russia. So let's watch about a film.
Let's create something.
So you should start. Don't follow others. Be unique. And then next, we talk about SWOT analysis. First is the strengths. Look at the picture for the woman. You can see Adidas fashionable design. And second is a famous spokesperson. In the middle picture, Lionel Messi is as a spokesperson for Adidas. And the third is high brand awareness. You can see Adidas sponsors a very famous team, just like the jersey on my body. If you want to sponsor a famous team, at least you need to pay $50 million per year. It is a huge money. And next is the weaknesses. We think about 3 parts of weaknesses for Adidas. First is a low market share in America. we check about the Adidas earnings release. We see that the market share in America is lower than before because the Nike and Under Armour took their market share in America. And the second is sponsorship taken. Because of a bad strategy sponsorship, they sponsor for NBA, but that is a wrong strategy at that time. They need to sponsor for the players, not the NBA, the whole league. And the third is weak subsidiary. They merged Reebok before, but Reebok is not very strong than the Nike and the Under Armour. So that is also a bad strategy. And next, we talk about opportunities. The first is a sporting atmosphere. You can see the white woman is exercising happily because exercise will make people happy. The sporting atmosphere will increase their revenue. And the second is China and Southeast Asia consumer booming because the economic situation get well than before. And the third is 2020 Olympic in Tokyo. Maybe you will a new style, products or clothes at that time. It is another way to increase their revenue. And the last is strengths. There are also three parts. First is a strong competitors, and also including potential competitors also. There are strong competitors are Nike and Under Armour, and we think the potential one is Uniqlo because we think Uniqlo is making clothes. One day they can make shoes also because they are the same material. And the second is sponsorship increase. We talk about if you want to sponsor a team, maybe they want to much more money in the future. If you don't sponsor them, they can choose another brand to get a sponsorship. And the third, we are focused on the fast fashion because the consumer behavior change very a lot. They want to change their things quickly, so you will hurt their inventory controls. You need to control your inventories. So next, we want to share our perspectives of Adidas. There are four parts of Adidas. First is a cross-industry cooperation. You can't focus on the sporty products. If you want to make people more happy, you need to put your stage on the entertainment. That's why you can make people happy. And the second is inventory control. Just like what I said, the consumer behavior changing, so you need to control your inventories. And the third one is American style. American people love to watch American football, so you need to change your design. The fourth is budget efficiency. You need to make a sponsorship more efficient. And that's it. This is our perspectives. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good content. Right. So any questions today? No? Thank you. This is group 3 video, right? Thank you. Right. So the rest of group, you are group 1, okay? So let's welcome group 1, Wonder Fashion. Okay, let's welcome group 1,
Yes.
Wonder Fashion.
Hello everyone, we are group 1 and today we are going to introduce a company. It's about the slogan, Are You Tired? Is anyone know the company? What is the company? Yes, it is the Paolita, and its famous product is the energy drinks. And here are our group members. And here is the outline. First, we are going to introduce the Paolita and its diverse brand image strategy. And the second one, we will introduce the branding and logo. And we will let everyone watch the film. And the last one is the SWOT analysis and our conclusion. Yes, the Paolita is our Taiwan's company, and it sells energy drink and refresher. You can see the picture. There are a variety of refresher and energy drink. And the most famous one is the Pro series. In Chinese, we call 满牛. And about its organization, it established in 1956. From now is 2019. It has already over 60 years. It is a very long time company. And the second one, its first factory was located in Xinjiang and it's very university. And why does the boss establish this company? It is because he thinks the importance for the nutrition of life, and he sees the future trend that our nowadays people make of the nutrition. Yes, and the Paolitas have passed the CGMP certification. It is a very high certification in Taiwan, and compared to the GMP, it's more focused on the software like social responsibility. Yes. And I'm going to introduce a diversified brand image strategy now. First one is the self-concept group, and its product is Bingpo. Everyone knows it is famous. It is loved by teenagers. And the second one we very seldom to see it. It is sports concept group, and it contains the amino acid ingredient in this 耐力达. After we exercising, we can drink this one for add our energy. And the third one is the most famous and popular one. It is a functional content group. It is the Pro series. It contains the vitamin B in it. And the last one is the health content group. It is the collagen. It helps women to add their energy. And why does the Paolita company be success? I think there are 3 points. First one is its special advertisement. We will see later in the film, and it is very funny and eye-catching. And the second one, the Paolita company opened up the channel market. It spread around the globe, from China to America. There has a lot of company around the globe. And the last one, it's outsourcing to reduce the cost. And they both spread their factory to the low-pay country like Cambodia or Vietnam. Yes. And later Linda will introduce the logo and branding.
Hello, my name is Linda, and I'm going to introduce the branding. And every product has its own brand, and Banyu is one of the products of Paolita. And Paolita company originally based on the production frogs, and since the 1990s, the company entered the beverage market, and it released the alcohol-free energy drinks Banyu in 1996. And after releasing, Banyu quickly captured the leading position in functional beverage market. And because the main component of Banyu is vitamin B, so it has a refreshing effect, and it is popular in the office workers. I'm sure they introduced the logo. And logo actually is the logo is actually the first step to know the product. And as soon as you recognize the logo, and you can understand the product easily. And in fact, the logo is the Chinese word menu two words, and the background color is powerful, and it enhance visual effect. And moreover, the Chinese word menu, gives us a strong image, and the shape is just like a living book. And I'm impressed by the design. And on the corner of the left, it also includes the function of menu and to be continued spirit. Okay, the next one I'm going to introduce commercial films. I think a good advertisement is to focus on product positioning rather than just pursue the intending of advertisement. And I think in this aspect, Daniel did a good job. And Paolita knows who their customers are, so the advertisements are successful. And in the first few years, the ads tended to be realistic, and in the recent years, the ads are becoming more interesting, funny, and humorous. And I think the most important thing is that the ads use exaggeration to show the difference before and after drinking. And although the commercial film is just 30 seconds, it really capture audience attention. And if you are tired, just drink a bottle of Manu and you can be energetic soon. And that's look to commercial films of Manu. And now we're looking the this is the realistic one. And now we're going to watch the 2014 version. So after watching the two ads, are you know more about Manu? I think the response is yes. So let's go on to the next SWOT analysis.
Okay, so next part I'll introduce the part of SWOT analysis. Okay, first we take a look at the strengths. And with the Paolita's company, it has pharmaceutical factories which are approved by GMP. And GMP, which means that it is good factoring practice. It is an international certification, and it can prove that its product has high quality product and consumers can have a trust on their products. Okay, next, impressive product image for consumers. Okay, like the film showed previously, the advertisement and film are very funny, and it can catch consumers' eyes and have an impressive image in consumers' mind, and so on. It has a high market popularity. Okay, so next is energy drinks like Manual or Pop and Manual. It is a high occupied market share rate, which means is every consumers in drinks the energy drinks, they would like to buy their products. Okay, next we talk about weakness. First, Manu's company has a big weakness is narrow production line. Since the production is only for the men and for the people who need energy, the woman and child doesn't have much chance to consume their products. So its product combination is not various, and it has some space to go on and to revise. Okay, so next, the part 2 will talk about old school brand image. Because this product is for a long time in Taiwan's history, so many young generation would not like to purchase their product because of their old school brand image. So it's having a gap with young generation. And the last gap with women consumers, okay, I mentioned previously, is it doesn't have any much woman or child consumers, so it lost in half of the purchasing market. This most of it to buy their products is the men. Okay, next. Okay, the third part is opportunities. First is with the generations is more technological. The biochemistry technological development is okay. So I'll take a look at this. Okay. So the final conclusion. Okay, Paolita has long invested its funds, techniques, personnel in the drinks market, with its classical drinks image and funny advertisement, occupying the consumer market for a long time. And nevertheless, more and more competitors show up and a gap with the particular consumers. It still faces several challenges and try to innovate its company strategy and system. And okay, this is our source and website link. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. It's good you have the works cited, huh? And the same as Group 3, well, you showed us your commercial films, but I do hope to learn more from you about your analysis, right? How do you analyze the commercial films, right? Okay, but think about that. All right, so thank you. This is from Group 1. Next one. You are Group 5, okay? Now let's welcome Group 5. Then their name is, group name is Group 5. group 5, your group name is group 5?
Just 5.
Just 5. Okay. Just 5. F-I-N-E or F-I-V-E? Okay. Just cross it. The green, the red, yes. You can just move to the unit. You don't need to download that.
Yeah. I think someone just closed out the page.
Really? No, I mean, you can just move to the inside that unit.
Oh, there's, it's already just.
Okay, alright. Okay, let's welcome 5. Well, our claps, the song is not enough. Let's try it again. Let's welcome 5.
Hi, I'm Melody from French department, and today we are going to make a deeper analysis of one of the famous drink shop in Taiwan, the Milkshop. And first of all, we are going to start with the brand logo. The base color of the logo is green, whose color meaning is highly connected to culture, to nature and healthy. And artificial grass are enormously used on not only brand sign, but also the cards that deliver drinks. But have you ever thought of the reason why they are using grass? I mean, it's quite normal that food industry want to use a color that presents the image of nature and health, but why grass? Actually, the founder of shop, Lin Jianhua, has his own branch, which is called Green Light Branch. And most of us might thought that he raised a herd of cattle in purpose for producing milk, so it would be the next step after the opening of the milk shop. But actually, he was a boy growing up as a herdsman due to the financial situation of his own family. And nowadays, he became the first person who managed successful innovation with collaboration of the two industry, dairy industry and food industry. Okay. The two sentences on the top of the page are slogans of Milkshop in 2 different years. So although it's not that catchy comparison with the others, but it did make the brand stand out. For the customers, it's super easy to connect the brand with some positive attitude towards the brand, like self-efficiency and food security. And they also organize some charitable and sustained management, and Iris will be in charge of this part just a minute. So let's just move on. And here we come to the company structures. More specifically, the franchise system. Buying a franchisees is the way to start your own business by receiving training and operating material from franchisor, which is Milkshop in this case. And there are hundreds of franchisees of Milkshop all around Taiwan. In the case of Taiwan, the division of the operating unit are based on arrangement and orientation, which is the 5 districts, 北中南东. And each district has its own representatives, and they are area representatives. They are the one who communicates and who coordinates between the franchisor and the franchisees as a middleman. Okay, and I'm handing over the microphone to Iris.
Okay, I'm Iris, and now I'm going to talk about their SWOT. About their strengths, they use the homemade milk, which is from Green Light Ranch in Tainan. It's a small ranch. And the second one, they constantly release new products. Like recently, they launched a new special drink with refreshing taste especially for summer. And they use fresh ingredients, including pearl, taro, pudding, and Chinese herb jelly. And they use the local ingredients. The most famous drink is the milk tea with taro, and the taro is made from dajia. And about opportunities, and nowadays people would love to live a more healthy life, and Milkshop could provide them with relatively more healthy drinks. And the overseas market is wide. They actually have already opened stores in Macau, China, and Hong Kong. And the acceptance of beverage customers are increasing. And they combine with the iPass. Like we can not only pay in cash, but also with Line Pay and Jaco Pay. About weakness, the price of the product is higher than other beverage stores. That's because they use more expensive ingredients, so their cost may be higher. And there are so many sales promotions. As we know, we not actually have seen more advertisements about Milkshop, and there are not so many advertisements, thus it's hard to attract new customers. But there are lots of competitors. Outside of Furen, there are so many beverage stores like Wushilan, Qingxin, and Kanbai. They tend to be affected by food safety, that's definitely. And there are lots of different types of substitute, because there are so many competitors, and every beverage store sells bubble tea or milk tea, so that's their threat. Here goes charitable activity. The activity be the diet, which means if we buy 6 drinks in the milk shop, then they will donate 6 NT dollars for us to help the children, orphans, and vulnerable families.
Okay, so moving on to the commercial film, commercial film part. Actually, it's not quite a advertisement because it's 4 minutes long, and I think it's commercial film. So let's move on to the commercial film part. And I'm Arthur, and first let me give you guys a short summary about the commercial film. It's actually about how in the commercial film, it really presents a feeling how Taiwan is really beautiful, how beautiful Taiwan really is.
Half of the basketball will not be affected by the age and the race. On the other hand, players will always have the passion and desire for the basketball all the time. And they will not be affected by the time and space in basketball training.
And hello everyone, my name is Grace, and now I would like to introduce the SWOT analysis of Nike. And strengths and weakness are their internal strategic factors, while opportunities and threats are the external ones. Okay, let's see what their strengths are. First of all, they have strong brand awarenesses. When you hear the name of Nike, you can quickly associate with it, the name, the brand, and their products. Second is that they have huge customer base. There are millions of customers from around the world who loyally follow their trend. And third of all is the iconic relationships. The most classic one is their relationship with their partnership with Michael Jordan, and also they have partnerships such as Michael Jordan shoes, Air Jordan shoes, and but there are also some weaknesses in Nike. First, they have poor labor condition. In the condition included child labor, low wages, and overtime work, and so on. And there are also sexual harassment incidents what would be reported on the news. And that their retailers have a stronger hold because since retailers would like to adopt low price competition to sell more shoes in the market, margins tend to get squeezed. But Nike has little power to change the current situation. Also, that they heavily depend on the footwear segment. From the chart, you can see Nike has a larger portion rely on their footwear segment compared with its opponents, Adidas and Puma. So if there have any situations that cause their share erodes, it may be vulnerable.
Hi, I'm Phoebe, and it's my turn to introduce opportunities and threats. And there's 3 opportunities as follows. First, emerging markets. We all know that Nike has its reputation and sells its products around the world. But there are still plenty of external markets, such as China, India, and Brazil. They are gradually flourishing, and they have large population, and it's a good choice to break into. And the second is innovative products. Nike produce their products like wearable technology. It's the first step in building innovative technology products. Combining technology with aesthetic wear is the first step, and it still hasn't been explored with. And the third is as leisure has blew up. In recent years, many people pay more attention to sports life. And for instance, road running in Taiwan is really trending right now. And it's a good business opportunity for Nike to expand its market from athletes to public. After introducing some opportunities, let's see some threats. First, counterfeit products. Counterfeit products can significantly influence the revenue and the revolution of Nike. These low-priced products made from low-quality materials, but still have Nike label on. This might tarnish the image of the brand and make customers feel that Nike has started producing the product with low quality. And the next is increased competitive pressure. Although Nike is dominated athletic company, new emerging brands still are the threats to Nike. For this reason, Nike has to increase and spend more money on marketing and advertising. Last but not the least, new product life cycle is shorter. In order to meet customers' remains is competitive, and customers want, and how to strike a balance between fast fashion and high quality product is a new problem that Nike has to face. And so next one.
Hello everyone, my name is Isa, and I'm going to talk about the most creative advertisements of Nike. And because we don't have much time to show the whole video, so before I play the video, I will give you some introduction about this video to make it easier to understand what the video talks about. And in this video, at first some scientists create some robots that's good at playing soccer. And because they are robots, so they can predict what you will do next, so those football players are rules. And those football players just very disappointed and just give up to playing the soccer. And one day, a man come to them and ask them to give another try to have a fight with those robots to retrieve their soccer. And at first, those football players reject the man because they think it is impossible to win those robots because they can predict what they will do next. So the man told them a word that I think the most important part in this video is there is no greater danger than playing instead. So let's check what happens in the end in this video. I watch this advertisement, I think this is a great advertisement because it is very attractive and it is very fit with the slogan most famous of Nike, just do it, and you won't be afraid of you won't be afraid to do anything you think impossible, and just do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good ending. Right. This one is from Nike. We have Adidas and Nike today. And when you introduce us some kind of the information about the statistics or comparison, etc., you didn't do that on your own, right? So you just choose from some resources. So please give the credit from those resources. Okay. All right. Thank you. This is from group 6. Now we have 2 more groups. How about this time? Which group would like to be the first? Magic Do-Re-Mi? Okay. Magic Do-Re-Mi, group 2. Okay, let's welcome Magical Do-Re-Mi.
Hello everyone, we are Group 2 Magical Do-Re-Mi, and today we will introduce McDonald's. And the content we will talk about is introduction and logo, slogan, commercials, SWOT analyze, and 4P, and the final conduction. The McDonald's is the large American fast food restaurant, and it serves over 69 million customers daily in over 100 countries. And I believe that everyone here has ever eaten McDonald's before. It is features of their hamburgers, French fries, chicken products, and in response to the changing consumers' flavor and a bad impression of junk food. So McDonald's pushed out some salad, smoothie, and fruit in their menu. Not only the menu changed, and the logo has changed several times. And look at the current logo. The shape of the logo is to incorporate the arches in the form that look like the letter of F. And the colors they use golden and red to their primary logo. And the golden represents the famous arches of its first restaurant, and the red represents the food industry of their company. And the next one, fonts. McDonald's used the McLog suit font in their logo, and the simply logo has made the name of McDonald's more appealing to the eyes. And do you know what the previous McDonald's logo looked like and how did it develop? Actually, in 1948, the logo is the Speedy Service logo. The idea was to speed up the service, and the winking shape in the logo is to represent the fast service in food facility. And in 1961, the logo is Golden Arches logo. It was the first McDonald's logo that features the famous arches. And in 1968, the business of McDonald's flourished. The company continued to modify the brand identity, so they get rid of the double arches and make the form look like the letter M, just like the current logo now. And in 2003, the logo became to the unlimited logo. From 1968 to 2003, the logo changed several times, but there are no logo have more impact than
enjoying the slogan and loving it. And next we will introduce the slogan.
I'm going to introduce 5 slogans of McDonald's. And the first one is look for the golden arches. And more than 5 decades, the golden arches is one of McDonald's signature trademarks, and it is also the most recognizable signature in the world. And when you want to have a break on your road trip, look for the golden arches is a best device. And the number 2 is a song about what is in a Big Mac. And we hear
Alright. 2 all beef and special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, sesame seeds.
and if you don't, if it's most people must hear about this song, and even if you can't sing it, you must hear it. And the next one is you deserve a break today. McDonald's wants everyone to have a break from their daily routine. Even if you have a busy work or test, you must take a break. And McDonald's wants everyone to visit them, and because they deserve a break. Number 4 is a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. It means that people can have good time and great taste in McDonald's. And number 5, loving it is the most famous one. McDonald's doesn't sell the food, but they sell the happiness. This slogan works out because it becomes the symbol of McDonald's. People will think about loving it immediately when they hear or see loving it. And we are going to introduce the commercial of McDonald's.
Okay, hi, I'm Vivian, and I'm going to introduce McDonald's commercial. So, what is your first impression of McDonald's? Is it fast food, unhealthy, or 24/7? And because, as we know, international companies usually adjust their menu according to the local conditions, and also their TV commercials reflect their different countries' culture. So next, I'm going to introduce 3 different TV commercials in Taiwan, Singapore, and South Korea. So we'll first see Taiwan's video. Okay, stop here. Thank you. So this is the newest commercial in Taiwan, and as we can see a lot of we can see the hamburger in the commercial, and the meat are fresh, the meat are delicious, the vegetables are fresh, the sauce are good. So we think that the hamburger is very yummy. And also you can see a lot of teenagers who is leaving some message on the social media. So I think that the target in Taiwan, the McDonald's target is the teenagers, and they use a lot of internet language that actually the adults didn't know what it means. So it wants to make teenagers think that eating in McDonald's is really a very fashion thing. So next we'll see Singapore's.
I saw an island. Then one huge fish appeared. I saw two. Gold? There was no gold. I saw it. Dive into an adventure with a crispy fish fillet and sweet chili mayo in a burger. Or strike gold with the classic fish and fries. Fish as you wish today. Which adventure?
Okay, so we can see that in Singapore's commercial, this is an animation, and because when we talk about Singapore, we may think that it is a very conservative country. So it wants to make people to take a journey. So come and eat McDonald's hamburger. And also there are two old men in the commercial. One is the Chinese and other is in India. And that is the two biggest races in Singapore. So I think the commercial is also trying to tell people that McDonald's in Singapore is not only for teenagers and child, but also for old people. That is the choice for old people to eat. Okay, so next.
멋있다. 너무 맛있어. 만약에 오빠와 함께라면 행복을 주는 너. 사랑해요, 오빠. 오빠, 내 거잖아. 맥도날드 가서 사세요. The new sauce spicy burger now at McDonald's.
So this is a commercial in Korea's McDonald's, and we can see that there's a beautiful woman in the commercial, and in a beautiful park, and the atmosphere is very romantic. So when we look at a commercial, we may think about the South Korea's famous drama, and also the lady girl called the hamburger oppa. Oppa is actually a lady who is calling her lover her favorite one. So she calls the hamburger lover. So it means that she loves the hamburger very much. Okay, next. SWOT analyze.
Okay, the strengths of McDonald's. The first one is there's no doubt that McDonald's would be the world's leading brand of fast food. So as a world's leading brand, McDonald's got lots of customers around the world. So McDonald's really need a strong supply chain management, which could provide McDonald's to provide a high demand of their food material. And of course, everyone knows the logos and knows about McDonald's, so they really got a successful advertising and marketing. And we could sometimes see children in McDonald's commercial advertisement. So children targeting is also one of McDonald's strengths. So maybe that's why most of the children in the world love to eat McDonald's. And that trend is budget price. In the US, there's some $1 menus on McDonald's, so which made McDonald's a better choice to eat with a lower price. And next one is the weakness. McDonald's got a low differentiation menu. That just like there's always burgers or fries or cokes on McDonald's menu, and these food are always with deep fried and with high calorie, which is really an unhealthy food menu. And so, as to these reasons, McDonald's was always seen as a happiness but unhealthy restaurant. So this kind of limited brand image made everyone think that we shouldn't eat McDonald's too often. And the opportunity of McDonald's is McDonald's got a home meal delivery, which could provide to send the meal to where you want. So which could have those people who want to just eat at home. So which provide a convenient choice. And or if you want to have a quick dinner outside or after working, maybe McDonald's would be a better choice. So McDonald's is really qualified to meet the growing dining out market today. And McDonald's would change their menu in different country or different culture. So McDonald's would meet the different region eating habits, such as like in Germany, McDonald's got some sausage hamburger, or in India, there's no meat or no beef menu.
And McDonald would sometimes build some partnership with other brands, such like Coca-Cola. They always launch some limited glasses when Olympic. And the last one is the threat of McDonald's. There's lots of different maybe fast food restaurant or American restaurant in the world or everywhere. So McDonald's really got much competitor, which really made McDonald's need to have some new idea to marketing. And the last one is the increased health consciousness today really made McDonald's to have to deal with the crisis of this kind of consciousness.
Okay, now I'm Jerry, and now I'm going to introduce the marketing mix. The first is the product. For the product, there are burgers and sandwiches, people all know, and fries. But McDonald's Starbucks limited their products, so they also have beverage, desserts, and also breakfast and cafe. Next. Okay, and about the place. McDonald's is over 110 countries, and there are more than 36,000 restaurants in the worldwide. And also they got drive-through service, so they are unlimited by the place and environments. Okay, and next is the price.
You need to move to conclusion.
Okay.
Some of McDonald's is an old company, but their success not only attribute to the time, but also some critical reasons. Because, for example, some slogan and mark and the commercials. Because of their previous effort, they have been a significant fast food restaurant nowadays. And the strength of the company is that they are the leading brand of the fast food. Yeah. So
time is up.
Okay. Then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, you have good content and your analysis are good. Okay. But the time management is very important too. Right. Okay. So this is from group 2. Then the last one, group 4. Can we have only about 8 to 10 minutes? Right. Group 2. The 5 witches of Doremi.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are group number 4, and we choose a product hair dryer from Panasonic, and this is our group members. And this is our outline. We divided into 6 sections. And this is our brand slogan: a better life, a better world. Why they use this slogan to be their brand slogan? Because they want to spread their brand promise, and they want to give their customer a better life, and also they pursue a better world through their contribution to the environment. And what it means in life and work in the brand slogan, since Panasonic founding, they have been mainly making home appliances that provide better lives for customers. And they also want to expand their business to the entire world, such as society, business, and mobile spaces. Then they better use twice to modify life and work. Why they use 2 times? Because they want to emphasize they have the ability to give the better life and better work. And next is use of in a better life, a better work. Means individual customer, because they want to really consider about each of their customers. Then we move on to the commercial. In Japan, they choose 水原希子 to be their commercial endorser because she represents modern fashion girls, so it is close to their target audience. Then I'll show you one. They use a very interesting way to attract the audience side.
Panasonic.
It is very short because they have a series of these kind of commercial films. So if you have interest in, you can search by yourself. Sorry about the time limit. Alright, let's move on the brand positioning. We compare price and function of the hair dryer from different brands. You can see that the price of Panasonic is higher than others, but they have the most functional. So I think it is the mainly strength of Panasonic. Alright. So my name is Amber. Today I want to introduce the hair dryer. This one, EHNA98. Why did we choose this product? Because we are girls. The hair is very important for us. Therefore, we choose a high quality and good function hair dryer to recommend to you. So, how good is this? It can not only make your hair smooth, lustrous, moisture rich, but also dry quickly and protect your scalp. There are five modes to make your hair beautiful and gorgeous. The first one is intelligent temperature control mode. Use this mode, you won't feel unpleasant while drying your hair. Air temperature is controlled automatically depending on room temperature. The second one is hot and cold alternating mode. Using this mode, it switches the airflow from hot air and cold air to make your hair lustrous. The third one is scalp care mode. It takes care of your scalp with mineral iron airflow. The fourth one is split ends care mode. It is suitable for your split ends and resist damaged hair. The latest one is skin care mode. Use this mode to moisturize your skin, and it just needs to move left to right for about 1 minute.
I'm going to talk about market introduction. And Panasonic originated from Japan, and its current market is local and international. And Panasonic role in market is the manufacturer and distributor. And mentioned top 5 vendors in the global hair dryer market is Conair, Dyson, Panasonic, Philips, and Tascam. And look at this chart. We can see the top 3 only brands are Sony and Panasonic and LG Electronics. And referencing this slide, we can see the average price about Panasonic hair dryer is $150. And among the Japanese brands, Hitachi and Sharp and Panasonic show that their hair dryers are higher price range, therefore targeting upper class of consumers. The picture shows that Panasonic can be easily distinguished as the top 4 players in Asia in comparison to European or American companies. From this slide, we can notice that Panasonic manufactures and distributes a variety of home appliances, and most of them are top-tier market share in their own segments.
Hello, I'm Cynthia, and next I will use 4-piece analyze to show this hair dryer. And as everybody knows, Panasonic have many different kinds of products like television, like microwave, refrigerator, but our main character today is this hair dryer in A98, and my partner just shared about the advantage of this hair dryer. Overall, it has many kinds of functions like intelligent temperature move and skincare move to make your skin and hair more beautiful than before. And the next one is price. The hair dryer's price is between 4,500 to 6,000, and it depends on the discount or not. And this graphic shows that the many different kinds of hair dryers brand on this graphic. And the price of the Panasonic is higher than others. So in terms of the price, Panasonic has less advantages. And where can buy this wonderful hair dryer? You can buy it on the online shop like PC Home, like Shopee, like Books, and also can see them on the TV shopping program, and you can buy them at the physical store. And Panasonic has lots of social media like Facebook and Instagram to have their own fan page to promote their products, and also use TV and internet to put on their commercials to attract many more customers, and also combine with online shop to have online promotion, have 15% discount or something like that. Okay.
I think you have one more.
And now I want to introduce SWOT. For the first one is strength. It gets a panel for nanoid. Nanoid is 纳米水分子, so it can make hair more moisturizing and quick drying, and it absorbs the hair dryer mouthpiece. And so it also has a hair care mode, so it can make it is suitable for your hair, slap hair and damaged hair. And the weakness is more expensive than other product because this is $5,000, but lots of hair dryer is about $1,000 to $3,000, and it is too heavy because this one is 570 grams, and a regular hair dryer is about 400 grams. Opportunity is there are more and more YouTubers will promote the hair dryer on their YouTube channel, so it can let more and more people to know this product. And the trick is Dyson is a big competition with this because it has although this price is 3 more expensive than Panasonic, but it has its volume is very slow and it has a big wide amount. And in conclusion, Panasonic is overall a star brand which has a huge scope and potential in the market, but like any brand, there are areas of improvement which Panasonic can conquer. And this is our reference. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you. Alright, I'm sorry for the last group. You don't have